7 of us were crammed into Vince's Packard. Freddie G, not C, the one with the weak chin, was using his cufflink to pry the cork out of the champagne bottle. Are you listening?
Uh-huh. Freddie C got his cufflinks in a knot. Pan, how many rolls of heavy gauge wire did you buy in Vanderhoof?
3. Why?
Because it's $9. $9 more than we've got.
Speaking of storms, I finally seen my first action overseas.
That lucky dog.
It was down and dirty hand-to-hand combat. I don't mind telling my own flesh and blood I was shaking in my regulation army boots.
Is that your brother?
Yeah. There was punching, kicking, gouging, not to mention flying glass. We was lucky to get out alive. And we sure learned our lesson. Never go drinking with Aussies. They pick more fights than Hitler.
Oh, a bar fight? Oh. Look, postmark's London.
Oh, he's still in England.
Must be going crazy away from all the action.
No, he's smarter than that. Happy to stay put and save his hide.
Harriet sent word. Charlie was evacuated from Dunkirk. Wounded, but recovering. He's in a hospital somewhere in England.
Oh, I'm so glad.
She sent a bill in the same envelope.
Well, glad to see she's back to normal.
Kenny Straith shipped out. We had a going-away bash at the Hotel Vancouver. Oh, danced to Guy Lombardo. When they played My Blue Heaven, I thought of you. Guy Lombardo. We'll have to go there one day, Rich.
Well, I don't suppose dancing with Rich could do any more damage than that horse that stepped on your foot.
When they dim the lights and the band starts playing, it really does feel like heaven.
I don't believe it.
No, honestly, it does.
Land taxes. $190. Who's got that kind of money?
Maybe they take it in cows.
What, herd them right up to the Parliament buildings? I think they got enough manure up there.
We gotta pay this.
They wouldn't foreclose on a cattle ranch. Would they?
Yes, they would.
Richmond P. Hobson Jr., Panhandle Phillips, and Gloria McIntosh Hobson were real people. And for a short period of time, in the wilderness halfway between Vancouver and the Yukon, they worked to carve out the largest cattle ranch in the world. That part is true.
Logging camp?
Yeah, Nelson went out about a week ago. 15 miles west of here. And they're paying cash.
Need wood for barracks they're building on the coast?
But you're not a logger.
Hey, 2 good hands and a strong back's all you need.
Isn't it dangerous?
Oh, no more than ranching.
Well, depends. Knew a fellow once. Loud Pete Jarvis. Deaf in one ear. Didn't hear when they yelled timber.
Rich, just...
Let's just say the tree was the hammer and Pete was the nail.
Why don't you go?
Well, I'm going to be doing my own logging, cutting trail for the drive.
You gonna be all right?
I'm more worried about you.
Oh, I'll be careful.
Promise.
I promise.
Do you at least get some time off?
Sundays.
Burning daylight.
I'll see you soon. Bye.
job. You think my hands would harden up?
Oh, you ever try soaking them in brine?
Of course. Old boxing trick. You spend some time in the ring?
Ah, years ago. New York.
Well, I'm from the Bronx.
Oh, yeah? Manhattan, upper 60s.
Wouldn't have figured you for a rich guy.
Well, you figured right. It's my parents' place.
Guess you didn't get down to Lower East Side too often.
Kidding, everybody in boxing went down there. Home of Maxie Shapiro's gym.
You knew Maxie?
Yeah, I sparred for him a little.
Maxie had some contenders. You go pro?
I thought about it.
What stopped you?
Oh, it's not what, it's who. You ever hear of Jimmy Grogan?
Almost took the title in 37.
Went 5 rounds with him.
5 rounds?
When I came to, I decided it was time for a career change.
Name's Doyle. Danny.
Yeah, Rich Hobson.
Wait till they hear we got a pro in camp.
Never knew that about you, Rich.
I don't like to talk about it much.
There's things in my past I'd rather forget, too.
We do a bit of sparring up here, don't we, Nelson?
Nobody wants to take that guy on again.
Sean? Yeah, he's a fighter. But no match for your friend here, I'll wager.
Oh, no. Not interested. I'm retired.
3 rounds.
It's been 8 years.
It's like riding a bicycle. Once you got it, you never lose it.
I'm not sure I ever had it.
There's money in it.
Oh, yeah? How much?
$35. Winner take all.
35 $.
Make it 40.
Who's your boy?
Sean, come here. Sean Kelly, Rich Hobson.
Danny says you were pro.
Oh, well, he's exaggerating.
What do you think, Shawnee boy? Match between you and Rich here.
Yeah, he's a wee slip of a thing.
A middleweight.
He's smaller than you, but he's got training, technique, speed. Evens it out to a fair fight.
Guy's pretty tough.
I'll pony up 50.
Gloria would kill you.
Okay, 60. Everybody gets to bet any way they want, including you. Make triple your wages in one afternoon.
Of course, Rita sure wants a sewing machine.
All right, then.
That's brave, Rich. Last guy Kelly fought ended up with 4 busted ribs and his nose pointed east.
This postmark is from 3 months ago.
Oh, Frank could be fighting by now. Huh. Some guys have all the luck.
You're such a dope.
What?
You want him to get shot like Charlie Franklin?
The Jerrys have taken over most of Europe. They'll be coming here next.
Oh, and you can stop them.
They need every man they can get. Right, Tommy?
Well, somebody's got to stop Hitler.
You're on his side.
Well, it isn't about you or him. It's about the future.
Don't waste your breath. She's a girl. I don't understand.
Rich, what are you doing here? I didn't expect you until tomorrow morning.
Oh, they're making us work tomorrow after all.
On Sunday?
Yeah. I couldn't stand not seeing you for another week, so I figured I'd come spend the night and ride out at the crack of dawn.
Miss me that much?
Couldn't think of anything else. Hey, you should get off that ankle.
You should get off yours, too.
All right.
You're up bright and early.
Yeah, I don't want him to dock my pay.
Didn't say goodbye to the missus?
Oh, yeah, she's getting her beauty rest.
Uh-huh. Goodbye to the missus?
Oh, yeah, she's getting her beauty rest.
Uh-huh. What's that?
What's what?
Whatever it is you're hiding behind your back. Let me guess. So you don't get splinters, right?
It's a fight this afternoon. Me and one of the other loggers.
You're not safe on your own, are you?
There's $60 in it for the winner. Can we come?
Of course you can. Just as soon as you finish the fencing, the feeding, trail cutting. I'll be back before nightfall.
Don't tell Mrs. Hobson.
Has anyone seen Pan? He's supposed to be cutting trail.
He is. But he had to get his axe.
What axe?
The one Mr. Hobson took to the logging camp.
So he's with Rich.
No.
Yeah.
You're the worst bunch of liars I've ever seen. Now tell the truth or I'll cook all of your meals for a week.
There's gonna be a boxing match.
Channel 2.
Who's fighting?
Oh, we have absolutely no idea.
In other words, Rich. Ed, do you know where the camp is?
Well, sure.
Good. You can show me the way.
Well, Mrs. Hobson, do you think you'll be able to ride?
Saddle 2 horses. We're going to camp.
That's the fella he's fighting.
With any luck, it'll be quick.
Here's your advantage. He's strong, but he's stupid.
Not particularly.
How do you know?
Because I've talked to him.
All right, then he's slow.
Not for a heavyweight.
Why didn't you tell me I was gonna have to pack you home on 2 different horses?
Gloria, what are you doing here?
Oh, I was just curious to see how the logging was going.
Now, Gloria, a logging camp is no place for a woman.
These are either boxing gloves or you've picked me up a new set of oven mitts.
I was gonna tell you.
Why bother? They notify the widow.
Oh, it's not dangerous. That's why they call it the sweet science.
Actual fatalities are relatively rare.
Why are you doing this?
Because they pay cash and we need the money.
Not that much.
Gloria, the bank could foreclose on our ranch.
Given the nature of his opponent, you might be wise to give the man his moment of concentration.
Another $3 on Kelly. All done. Okay, who's next? You gonna place a bet or wag your wallet?
Yeah, $2 on
Kelly?
Mr. Hobson.
All right, listen up! This is a fair and square match. So here's the rules. Hit each other till somebody falls down and doesn't get up. All right, gentlemen, come here. Now, touch gloves. Go to your corners and come out fighting!
Watch it! Oh, I can't look.
No, he's doing okay. See? See, look! I may have been a bit premature. Look out!
All right. And a guy, Mr. Hobson.
What are you doing? Don't get brave on me. Stay away from him.
He's just flailing away, Rich. He has no idea what he's doing. You're in much better shape than he is.
Excuse me, who is the corner man here?
Well, if you had anything useful to contribute.
Keep moving. And stay away from that left hook. It's the Widowmaker. Animal!
Go the left!
No, not the left. Coming.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Get out! Get out! 8, 9, 10. We did it! The winner!
18, 19, 20. Not bad for a $2 wager.
Looks like you turned a tidy profit.
Good day for the house. Most of the action was on Kelly.
Folks go for the obvious.
What are you gonna buy, kid? New cowboy hat?
The only thing I want is, it's not for sale.
What's that?
Sign up.
Doesn't cost you a red cent.
Yeah, but I'm underage.
So, lie.
I can't. Everyone around here knows how old I am.
So go somewhere else. You got the money now.
You were terrific. You moved like a cat in there.
Yeah, I told you there was nothing to worry about.
Well, of course there was. I mean, that man, he hit like a truck.
Hey, I won, remember?
This time, he'd landed that haymaker.
Haymaker, where'd you learn that?
My brother Jack boxed at the YMCA. I thought it was barbaric.
Oh, but now you know better, right?
Heavens no. It's a blood sport.
Oh, yeah.
Animalistic.
Oh.
Savage. Music.
Hot.
Oh, that's lovely. Care to dance, champ?
Oh, kidding, you can barely walk.
Scaredy cat?
This isn't exactly the Hotel Vancouver.
Promise me we'll dance someday.
I promise.
Mrs. Hobson, the horses are saddled.
I'll save you a place on my dance card.
Well, what do you know? It's the champ.
Hey, you boys enjoy the fight?
Oh, sure. I lost 6 weeks' pay, but don't worry about it.
Sorry to disappoint you.
Come on, fellas. Fair fight. We paid our money and we took our chances.
Yeah, it's easy for you to say. You want enough to buy Rita that sewing machine.
She don't need a sewing machine. She's pretty handy with a needle and thread.
You bet against me, Nelson?
It sounds harsh when you put it that way.
Hey, come on, champ. I'll buy you a drink. No, sir. I would not have believed it.
Oh, not you, too.
You did yourself proud. And you proved me wrong.
Oh, I'm glad to see you're man enough to admit it.
Friend, I'm always willing to admit my mistakes. I just don't get a lot of opportunity.
Well, in that case, you better savor this one.
Fellow must outweigh you by 20 pounds. One punch and down he goes like a tree.
That's the secret. Timing.
A single punch. It wasn't even on the button.
What do you mean?
Well, it sort of glanced off, it seemed to me.
Are you insinuating...
I'm just musing.
You think he took a dive?
You're the ring veteran. You tell me.
Did go down awful quickly.
Well, maybe you just got lucky. The Lord protects fools and little children. Now where are you going?
I want to talk to you.
Thought you might. Winner take all, and you are the winner.
Am I?
New York City Flash, one-punch Hobson.
Well, I didn't hit him that hard.
Well, so now we know the big lunk's got a glass jaw.
I'm thinking it was something else.
And I'm thinking maybe you're thinking too much.
He took a dive, didn't he?
Take the money. You earned it.
People got fleeced.
Consider it entertainment value.
I want a fair fight.
And I want the British out of Ireland.
If I tell everyone, you'll end up tarred and feathered.
What about you? They'll figure you were in on the fix. You'll wind up riding that rail right beside me. Hobson! Hobson!
All right, fellas. Pay attention. I got an important announcement to make.
He wouldn't.
You don't know our boy Rich once he gets to thinking.
The fight you just witnessed.
Was such a success, we've had demands for a rematch. Next Sunday afternoon, the New York Flash and Irish Mauler will come out swinging.
He must have hit you harder than I thought.
Yeah, but this time it's gonna be square.
Might I remind you, Mr. Flash, you barely got out of that last fight with your hide.
What about Nelson and the other guys, huh? They got cheated.
That ain't your fault.
It's a matter of honor. I don't expect you to understand.
Oh, good. For a minute there, I thought it was your pride talking.
Which to be proud of. Doyle played me like a fiddle. The more he talked, the more he had me thinking I was Joe Louis. I gotta set this straight.
How, by letting that patty pound you in a mashed potato?
Well, maybe that's what I deserve.
Oh, now, don't start. What you deserve. It's...
The other men, they deserve a fighting chance, too.
They're big boys. They went into it with their eyes open.
I gotta set this straight.
Can't leave you alone for a second.
Hey, Doyle talk to you yet?
He talks all the time.
Oh, well, I want a rematch. This time, no dives, no tricks.
What does Doyle say?
Says it's between you and me.
Forget it.
There'll be money for the winner. That's why you're in it, right? The money?
I have a wife and a little girl back in Ireland. I need money to bring them over.
Well, why don't you do it the honest way? You can be a pretty good boxer, you know.
I am. Better than you.
That's not what the fellas around here think.
Let them think what they want.
Big dumb Mick punching bag.
Punching bag!
Man like you getting knocked out by a pipsqueak.
Pipsqueak.
All that talk about you was just blarney. I guess you're right, Rich. He's just plain yellow.
What did you say?
Oh, I didn't say it. He did.
What? I didn't say anything.
Rich swears you're afraid of him. I never would have believed it.
Oh, I'll show you who's afraid. Pipsqueak.
What did you go and get him all riled up for?
I thought you wanted a real fight. Never satisfied.
You sure about this?
Go home, train, so you don't get yourself killed. I'll handle the logging.
We're talking about physical labor here, Panhandle.
I'll pace myself.
All right, see you Sunday then.
Phillips.
You'll fight this fight. You'll fight the next fight.
No, with a P. Dissension in the ranks?
Small disagreement between colleagues.
Oh. Well, I expect he'll get over it. After all, he doesn't have a choice. Now, here's my guess. Your, colleague has had some trouble with the law back in the old country. And unless he plays along, you tip the authorities and he's on the next boat. Am I close?
That's an awfully cynical attitude, Mr. Phillips.
This fight is gonna be on the level. And I'm gonna be watching you like a hawk. I see anything I don't like, and I blow the whistle.
Save your energy. We got a camp full of loggers who'll say that the hometown boy can beat the Paddy, and I make just as much money on a fair fight.
All right, the Irishman comes in, right? He throws a left, then a right, then a left, then a right, then bam! Mr. Hobson nails him. One punch, down he goes. The winner by knockout, Rich Hobson.
Whoopee.
Whoopi is right. I won 20 bucks on it. 20 bucks? Yeah. What are you gonna do with it? I'm joining up. I got money now. I can go sign up where they don't know me.
They'll ask you for a birth certificate. You got one?
What's the matter? You won the fight.
Yeah. Well, when I fought Kelly, it wasn't the fact that I was fighting as much as the fact that I lied to you that bothered you, right?
Well, yes.
Good. Good.
I wasn't crazy about the fighting either.
Oh, that's too bad. Because I'm fighting him again.
You're what?
The fight was fixed. He took a dive.
Well, so what? That's not your fault?
Sure it is. I should have known. I let Doyle play me for a sucker. That's why I had to demand a rematch. Sunday. You could say something.
I'm afraid we're not talking.
Oh.
Tommy? Tell Rich that's very impressive.
That's very impressive.
But it's also futile. He'll never outpunch Kelly. Tell him to concentrate on his footwork.
Mrs. Hobson thinks that...
I got that. Why don't you ask Mrs. Hobson if she's got anything specific in mind?
All right. If we're going to do this. Come on out here, Flash. Feel good?
Mm-hmm.
There?
No. There.
I thought you were worn out.
Exhausted. I should go to bed any minute.
As your wife, I love this idea. And as your trainer, I have to say no.
No,
You need all your energy for the fight.
I got plenty of energy.
I want you alive after Sunday. Can I recommend a cold shower?
Hey, you should come with us.
Someone's got to look after the ranch, Tony.
It ain't gonna go to ruin in half a day.
You really going?
Well, it beats doing chores.
I just think a bunch of men beating up each other's pretty dumb.
Typical girl. Doesn't have the stomach for fighting.
Well, if you can handle it, so can I.
Well, if it isn't Cheesy Me and all the Yokums. Sean?
The yellow Irish potato head.
Beg your pardon?
It's nice. Let's see about that.
Irish. Touchy.
What have you been saying to him?
Lining him up for you, partner.
Oh, thanks.
What you're hearing is the sound of half a dozen German fighter planes attacking the British convoy, which is about a mile off the coast in the Channel. That's the sound of anti-aircraft fire. There's smoke everywhere. I can actually see the bombs leaving the machines. And here come the British Spitfires now, on the attack. They're soaring upwards. Oh, and they've hit a German target. Yes, a German plane is definitely hit. It's out of control. It's coming down in flames. And I think, yes,
Thought you'd gone and sign up already, now that you got your train fare.
Yeah, they won't take me unless I have a birth certificate.
Well, that is a problem. Of course, there's always ways to get around it. If you're serious.
Well, I am.
Vancouver. You can get anything you want for the right price.
A birth certificate?
Easy. I'm headed there after the fight. I could get you all set up. It'll cost, though.
How much?
$30, $40. Depends on who you talk to.
Only got 20.
Well, put it on the fight. On Hobson?
What's the first time?
Good thinking. Soldier.
I'm gonna tell Mrs. Hobson.
If you do, I'll never speak to you again.
Why are you so determined to get yourself killed?
Look, leave me alone, okay? You don't understand.
I hope you boys all placed your wagers. Sure you did. Thank you, boys. Pick the winner, Wallace.
Yeah, Doyle.
Fran, got to place a sporting wager?
$20 on Rich.
The sentimental favorite.
Thank you. 60. For me?
60.
Call me sentimental, too. Oh, thank you very much.
$60? Are you crazy?
Last time we paid off 10 to 1.
Yeah, that was a fixed fight.
Gloria, you've got to have more faith in your man.
Bucks on Hobson. Who's next?
$2 for Kelly.
$5, Hobson.
I told you, leave me alone.
I'm with him.
I'm making a bet. It's $1 on Mr. Hobson.
Great knot.
You're not betting.
Why not?
On account of you'll be holding the money on this gentleman's behalf.
Why would I do that?
Mr. Doyle knows why.
Don't sweat over the house, Phillips. Your man isn't gonna pay off.
Tommy holds the money.
Well, that leaves both hands free to applaud the winner. Who's next?
Mix it up now, boy!
Dance with him.
Only problem is he wants to leave.
This has gone on long enough. Finish him off.
Now, now, boy!
You're going to stop this.
No! You gotta give him a chance to win.
But what a chance to survive.
Kelly, come on! 4. Rich, he's dead.
Oh, dear God. Where's Doyle?
Hightailed it as soon as Kelly stopped breathing. Same as we're gonna do. Unlicensed fight. We're all involved in manslaughter.
Better get him out of here.
Get up.
You can't blame yourself. It was self-defense. An accident.
He had a wife and daughter. Why are we stopping?
It's a beautiful day. Enjoy the scenery.
Man, we have to ride straight to the Mountie so they can notify Kelly's wife.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. I just killed a man.
Yeah, but you won.
What about his family?
Who cares?
There will be a brief period of mourning, followed by extreme rejoicing. Rejoicing. Good fight, Pipsqueak!
If you two could see your faces.
Phillips, this isn't funny.
You fixed the fight.
Well, hell's bells, you can't just let events unfold of their own accord. That'd be anarchy.
Mr. Doyle? He's gone. He's gone.
So much for your big plan. He played you for a sap. He's a bunco artist and
He's gonna help me.
help you get yourself killed.
I could have found Frank. Okay? We could have looked out for each other, like before.
What about me? What if you both get yourselves killed? You may not be much, but you're the only family I got.
Hey, what happened to the money anyway?
Tommy paid back the betters. It's a pity Doyle didn't stick around to collect his share of the house.
How much money was it?
Enough to pay the taxes, and a little change left over.
You're as bad as he is.
A man is dead. No one's gonna complain.
Ben, you're shameless.
I did this purely for the sake of others. Somebody had to set Kelly free and return him to the bosom of his family.
It's practically an act of sainthood.
Think of it this way. Doyle fixed the first fight. To make the second fight fair, I had to fix it. I didn't start this. Thanks to me, we're all in the black.
He practically killed me. Couldn't you have fixed it so he tanked in the first round?
You wanted a real fight.
He's never satisfied. I don't know how you put up with it.
Okay, now.
Oh, Reg, a radio?
Yep. The logging circus was pulling out, so I got a great deal on it. Now we can listen to all the bands, even Guy Lombardo, from the comfort of our own little cabin.
Yeah, just what we need around here. Noise.
I believe I promised you a dance.
I love you.
Well, if you want to go wasting a perfectly good battery.
Worked fine up at the camp.
Camp was up on Fawny Ridge. Higher altitude.
Shoot, all that money.
Don't worry. Looks beautiful just sitting there.
Well, too bad you can't dance.
Mr. Hobson?
Between the hours of 7 and 8 p.m., Monday to Friday.
All right, hold it right there. I'm placing you under arrest on suspicion of murder.
That's a pretty good excuse. What you should have been doing is watching Murder, She Wrote on Vision TV. Next.
Laughter is the best medicine. Brit cards on Vision TV, weeknights starting at 8 Eastern.